Hello, and it's now time for another one of my collection updates. And I know it's the day after Halloween, and I did get some horror movies yesterday because I did have a early doctor's appointment, and I took a quick trip to the store, and all these movies were mostly half price because they were trying to get rid of them. And the first one is Dario Argento's Mother of Tears. I heard good things about the first two movies in this series. I never watched them. Might sit down one night and watch the trilogy. Next one would be Dracula 3 Legacy. I kind of like this movie, and as you can tell, it's a pre-owned movie from the rental sticker. And I still remember in the old days when they used to put these on movies, and yeah, it wasn't really that good. But I enjoy these movies. Like I like the first, second, and third one. So next movie is a double pack of Sleepaway Camp and The House by the Cemetery. I've already seen Sleepaway Camp. I've never seen House by the Cemetery. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it, so I figured I would pick it up and watch it and see what the big hype is about it. Like me, I'm not much for people that hype up movies. I find when they hype them up, the movie's not always as good as it should be. I'm just weird like that. Next movie is Tortured. I'd never heard too much about this movie. Picked up on a blind buy. And the next one is Necromentia. The back of the box looks really cool, and the cover and whatnot. So, like I said, another blind buy. Next one is a 4-pack of Prom Night, Nagia, Skeleton Man, and The Nurse. I seen Prom Night. It's a classic with Jamie Lee Curtis and the other three movies. Like I said, you can't go wrong. $2 for a movie. Really can't go wrong for 4 movies. Next one would be Wrong Turn 5, Bloodlines. This finishes off my Wrong Turn series. I own all 5 now, and I've only watched, I think, up to part 3, and I need to get going on watching them. Next one is the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie. I know there's a lot of hate about this movie and whatnot, but I kind of enjoy it. There's a lot of comedy into it and whatnot, especially like when she stabs the vampire by the stairs and he won't friggin' die. It's fucking hilarious. I like it. I watched it when I was younger. It brings back a lot of childhood memories. Next one is Amityville 2, The Possession. I own up the Amityville tree, and I've only really seen the first one, and I heard after part 3 they're hard to find, and I'm going to keep my eye peeled for them because I want to get the whole series and then, like I said, sit down and watch them all. I don't know, I'm like a perfectionist when it comes to that stuff, but yeah. Dr. Phoebes Rises Again with Vincent Price. This is a classic, and it's the Midnight movies series. And I seen this, and I was like, oh, I like Vincent Price. Like I have a set here of mostly all his movies onto it, and the Phoebes movies are not on there. And if I wish I can get my hand on the first one because I would love to see it, but got the second one for $2. Can't complain. And next one is Shredder, and it looks like an old time, like goes back to a slasher movie. Really, probably not too much to say about this movie. Probably just a slasher movie, but the cover looked cool, and I've seen this at rental stores often, and I always wanted to rent to see what it was about. And I finally got my hand on it. So the next is my video games, and I didn't pick up many this month. Mostly what it was things I ordered online. And the first one is Wizard and Warriors Chapter 10, Fortress of Fear. Yeah, I don't know why it's called Chapter 10 because there's only 3 games in the series. I don't know if there was any more released somewhere else, but around here we only got 3. Next one is Kaio the Kangaroo Round 2 on GameCube. Looks like a fun platformer. I've seen this around many, many times and just never picked it up and seen it online for I think 89 cents or 98 cents, something like that. And yeah, I had to pick it up. Next one is The Bouncer made by Squaresoft. Mostly any Squaresoft games I'll pick up. Big fan of the company because of the Final Fantasy games and everything like that. Um, Kingdom Hearts, everything like that. They're really good games, and I want to try this one out. So next one would be, and don't worry about the name because I don't even know how to pronounce it. Tekobot Plus Mysteries of the Karakura. Looks like some kind of action platformer strategy game. I really don't know. I just picked it up on a blind buy. It was Tree something online. Picked it up. Next one is based off of a movie of the same name called Arthur and the Invisibles, the game. And I never noticed this about the title. That's like sparkly, and I didn't even notice that when I bought it. I only noticed it when I got home. And this is another action platformer. Next one would be Stretch Panic. And apparently this game was like very unique for its time. And I always seen it, and the guy always had it at $15, $20. And I knew I wasn't paying that much money for it. And then yesterday I went to his pawn shop and he had it down to $5. And I was like, for $5, gonna give it a shot, give it a try. Can't go wrong with $5. And the last game I picked up was The Secret Saturdays, Blast of the Fifth Sun. Beast of the Fifth Sun. Sorry about that. I know this is a kid's game, never watched the show, and I know it's on a Cartoon Network, whatnot, and that. Don't know much about the game. I played the game on a DS, and that was a little fun platformer. I don't own the game on a DS anymore because of other reasons, but yeah, this will go into my collection of PS2 games, and that is my collection for this week. And I think my collection updates are going to be starting to go a little bit slower because I don't travel as much when it comes to the wintertime. Around here, we get massive amounts of snow, and it's not safe to travel sometimes. So that my next collection update might be a little bit later. I don't know yet, but I hope you enjoy this one, and feel free to tell me what you've been picking up, what you've been playing, or anything like that. That doesn't bother me. I would like to know. So have a good one, and I hope you all had a happy Halloween.